And there, as you can see, it's not a lot of hail, but right along Highway 96, Russell Parkway there in Houston County, this is saying hail size sub-severe limits. You have to have an inch in diameter to get severe level hail. But then again, you know, the small hail can do a little bit of damage. And notice that's in somewhat of the populated area. If you look at this, this map here, here's where you start to lose the population as the Okmulgee runs through there, right along the Houston-Twiggs County line. And if I flip this back over to the regular radar, and you can see we're starting to get some of the most intense parts of the storm here in the Bon Air area. Now this storm, this severe thunderstorm warning rather for Houston and Twiggs County, the movement on it is nearly stationary. So we can't track this per se. There's no need to put a track on it because it's not going anywhere. It's just sitting there over Houston and Twiggs County right now. It's not even moving slightly. It's not moving to the north a little bit. It's not moving to the east a little. The movement is literally stationary. So it's typical with summertime storms to see this kind of activity and this kind of movement with the storms. And by this kind of movement, I mean no movement with the storm. And that's what we're seeing right now in Bon Air. This is the Jeffersonville radar. What I was showing you just a moment ago was a composite of all the radars. It made it look a little worse than it is. It's not too severe. I don't want to say too severe. It's not too strong per se. It is a severe thunderstorm for Houston and Twiggs counties here until 2:15. Let me flip over to this really fast. So let's look at it across the state of Georgia. You can see showers and storms up and down 75. That is where the models had it developing today. Now we have got this severe thunderstorm warning here for Houston and Twiggs counties until Friday today at 2:15. And there it is. So Warner Robins in the warning. The storm is stationary. The reason why Warner Robins is in the warning is because even though it's stationary, it can grow on itself. And the thinking is it might grow to the north a little bit, which is why the warning comes all the way up to the Bibb County line. But, you know, you're hearing thunder in Warner Robins. You're not seeing so much in the way of rainfall as of right now. Let me hop over here to our Facebook Live, pull it up on my phone, see if I can answer some questions on the 13 WMAZ page, because I know that's where we are right now. Let's see. And I'm not seeing our live feed there, so I do not have any questions to answer. So if Andrew can hear me, I'm not seeing our live feed on our Facebook page on my phone. So maybe that's something we could look into. I know we're streaming on 13wmaz.com though, and unfortunately there's not a way to ask questions there. But I will keep an eye on Facebook and see if we get any change, see if the live video pops up there. But severe thunderstorm warning continues here for the next 20 minutes or so for parts of Houston, Twiggs County. And this is, you can see it actually developing down to the south a little bit more. It's very interesting that Warner Robins is in the warning. So if you have the 13 WMAZ app and you're in Warner Robins, you got the alert if you're in this area here, but it's not even raining there. And it's possible to still get a storm there this afternoon, but the storm looks like it is to the south of the Warner Robins area, more so in the Bon Air area, the southern parts of Robins Air Force Base, and in Twiggs County there. That's where the most severe parts of the storm is. The thing about this this storm, let me see if I can pop up the hail size once again. You can see we never had severe level hail in this storm. It's not... It is still less than an inch. You back this up through time, and we never got above an inch in parts of Houston County. And so it's the winds that are a concern. And when I was looking at it here on storm relative velocity, you get the 44, and there you get a oh, that's in the warning. 1 second, I need to drop that. You get in the warning here, you get 38, and I'm still not finding any severe level winds in parts of the storm. I was going back through previous radar scans too. Couldn't find any severe level winds. Now that's not to say you couldn't get a gust above severe limits, but when you're looking let's see, we're probably about 20 miles or so from the radar. Let me double check before. So here's the radar there in Jefferson. Yeah, so when you're looking about 20 miles away, you're looking probably 1,300 feet or so up in the atmosphere. And we're not seeing severe level winds there. And when you play it back through time, there was nothing that jumped out at me for severe level winds in Houston County or in Twiggs County at the moment. But we do have the severe thunderstorm warning. So this continues for the next little bit for Houston and Twiggs counties until 2:15 is its expiration time. One thing I was looking for just a minute ago, sometimes when you get these summer storms, they kind of collapse on themselves. That's what I think we're beginning to see in Bon Air here. So probably some gusty winds here. Let me drill it down here into the Bon Air area and let me show you what I'm talking about. So notice some of the green colors right over Bon Air and the grays. That is indicative of winds going toward the radar that way, right? Because the radar's in Jeffersonville. The reds are the winds going away from the radar like that. That could be indicative of a downburst in parts of Bon Air. But it is also possible to get this signature without that here in central Georgia. So the reason why we're on right now a severe thunderstorm warning for Houston and Twiggs counties until 2:15. This is your average run-of-the-mill summertime thunderstorm. There's no kind of organized severe weather threat across central Georgia. It's more a function of some storms coming together. It looks like there in parts of Twiggs County added some energy. The velocity signatures never got above 50 from what I saw. You need 60-mile-an-hour winds to get a severe thunderstorm warning, but a downpour, lightning in parts of the area as we continue through the next little bit, and we have about 15 minutes left on that warning. Let me circle back with the National Weather Service and see if they are updating any elements of this warning. They do have it going for quarter-sized hail. Our radar, we share the same radar. Our radar products are not picking up on that quarter-sized hail at the moment, but it's not out of the question to see some quarter-sized hail through the next little bit. Let me also hop back over to our Facebook page and see if I have a live video. And if Andrew, if you can hear me, I still don't have a live video. Okay, so we are not live on Facebook right now, but we are live on 13wmaz.com, so if you're watching us on the app, unfortunately we don't have a way to ask questions on the app, but you could always head over to my Facebook page. You drop myself, Taylor Stephenson, also here. You can drop her a message, ask about the storm or your area, but as of now, the only severe weather threat, if you can even call it that, is Houston, Twiggs counties, and Centerville, and Warner Robins, Bon Air, until 2:15. I know I keep saying Twiggs County. Let me show you what I'm talking about for Twiggs County. Let me pop over here really fast. Notice where this storm is in Twiggs County. It's not very populated. So if you're listening to us in Jeffersonville, if you're listening to us in Danville, you're not in the severe thunderstorm warning. It is this very small part of Twiggs County right there, and then the part of Houston County. And like I've been saying, Warner Robins included in the warning, to the best of my knowledge, it still has not rained in Warner Robins, and it does not look like it will rain in Warner Robins. This is the area in the severe part would be the east central parts of Houston County, so towards Bon Air, not Perry. Warner Robins, you're technically in the warning, but again, not really seeing a drop of rain. Same with Centerville. I mean, yeah, we knew it was possible to see a storm flare up like this. We saw this storm earlier. It looked like it could have gone severe. It was possible for it to go severe. It really lost its punch, and then sure enough, the National Weather Service pulled the trigger on it, and now we have a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. It's located, at the time of the warning was issued, it was located about 13 miles northeast of Perry. And, you know, Taylor Stephenson's here. Taylor, I'm looking at the storm. It's almost entirely out of the polygon. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised this warning is still active, triggered in the first place, but still active in parts of central Georgia. And, you know, still dealing with some heavy rainfall in parts of the Bon Air area. I do have the lightning turned off. That's why you're not seeing it, because there is a lot of lightning. And Taylor, even as I'm looking at the storm, a lot of this lightning data is old, right? Because we're looking up here, and we're seeing a lot of lightning up here from the past 10 minutes, but the most intense parts of the storm are down here in parts of Houston County and Perry, and that's where the heaviest rain is. Where the heaviest rain is, you typically get the most lightning. So the warning goes till 2:15. Warner Robins in the warning, but like I said, just hearing a lot of thunder. In fact, what we can do is, we can look at our Perry Skycam. We could look at Warner Robins, but unfortunately the storm is on the south side, and we can't see to the south from Houston Medical Center because of the way our camera is situated. So let's hop over to Perry, and this is a live look at the Georgia National Fairgrounds, and it just looks like a typical summertime storm, and that's what we're dealing with in parts of central Georgia. So no need for concern across central Georgia. Is a down tree possible? Yes. Are we looking at a widespread severe weather threat? Absolutely not. And I'm sitting here trying to control the Perry camera, and it's not letting me do that. So I can't spin it around and show you anything. You're looking at the clock tower. I know there was a horse barreling event going on down there today. Here we go. Now it's letting me control the camera. So let's see if we can spin it around. There's the severe thunderstorm. But, Taylor, even then again, we can't see much because we've got a building right there. So this, it's possible. Yeah, it's something we'll have to go back and look at. But let's hop back over to the radar since we can't really see much here. So there's the severe thunderstorm warning for Houston Twiggs until 2:15 today. And Taylor, I mean, look at this. It is almost outside of the polygon. And we have not seen an update from the National Weather Service on it. And Warner Robins was included in the warning, and it literally has not rained there. Seeing a few lightning strikes in that area. They're probably hearing thunder, but they had the movement on the storm stationary. It looks like it's moving south to me now, to the south and west. I would need to, hold on, we can see how fast it's moving. Let me see, there to there. It looks like it's about 25 moving to the southwest. So look, the warning's still active. They've got 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail on this. We don't see either in this storm, and it's moving. They've got the motion as stationary. Obviously seeing lightning and heavy rain in Houston County, but lightning and heavy rain does not prompt a severe thunderstorm warning. What prompts a severe thunderstorm warning is large hail and winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. Looking at the velocities, you saw that just a second ago. We couldn't find any 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's not to say it's not possible. It's just that the radar is not picking up on them. But, to get the 60-mile-an-hour winds, what you'd need is colors in the banner here up, in this range over here, the brighter reds and the brighter greens. That's what you need for 60-mile-an-hour winds. We have not seen that in this storm. And I've got the National Weather Service chat open, and we have not received anything since the warning was issued. Okay, it looks like we're getting something now, maybe? We are not. So this is strange. The severe thunderstorm warning has just dropped out of the National Weather Service chat. I'm not sure if this was a glitch on their part, but it's very much still active because we see it on our radar. In fact, the line is not even there for a severe thunderstorm warning anymore. That is very interesting. We'll have to look into that. So let's reset. Let's take a look at the whole area. Storms up and down 75 is the line, is the mantra today. You can see up there from Butts County down to Monroe County and into parts of Bibb. The severe thunderstorm warning for Houston, heavy rain in most of Houston County now, and then another pretty good storm just south of Crisp County, but it looks like these are moving to the south. When I put it in motion, you can see they flare up and move to the south. And still sitting here trying to dissect this. So this warning goes for another 10 minutes. It is dry in probably 90% of the warning area. And that's what we're writing today in central Georgia. Still monitoring it since we've got the active warning. But once the storm moves entirely out of the warning polygon, we will hop off because we don't have a storm in the warning polygon anymore. But as of now, it looks like Bon Air the rain is moving out, and
I need to be right where you are.
so that is what we are dealing with today. Let's pan on up to Bibb County. Notice some heavy rain near the 75, near Hartley Bridge Road there on 75, moving into Peach County, Crawford County. That's not severe. The only severe thunderstorm warning we have lasts for another 10 minutes in parts of Houston, Twiggs, and that's the MO for today, and that's what we're dealing with. So, warning still goes, and it is barely raining inside the polygon. So, there we go for Centerville, Warner Robins, still raining in Bon Air. I'll tell you what we can look at, though, is some of the rainfall in the area. You can see we're starting to get over an inch in parts of Twiggs County. Now, this is a very unpopulated part of Twiggs County. So this is south Interstate 16, well south of Jeffersonville. It's barely rained in Jeffersonville and Danville. Looks like it had been raining for a while in Bon Air, only looking at less than half inch of rain in the easternmost parts of Houston County. But, you know, we're continuing to see it. And like I've been saying, heavy rain and lightning do not prompt severe thunderstorm warnings. It's 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail, and that's what they cited as the warning to be issued. And so that is what we're dealing with here in central Georgia. Let's see. It looks like. So we have a significant weather advisory for Houston County now, a strong thunderstorm center near Kathleen. And now they're saying up to 40-mile-an-hour winds. Okay, so they're going to expire this warning now. It is outside of the polygon for the most part, still seeing some lightning in that area, but like I said, that does not prompt a severe thunderstorm warning, so the warning is expiring and will be replaced with a significant weather advisory in Houston County. Up to 40-mile-an-hour winds, frequent cloud to ground lightning. That's more in line with what we were seeing with on the radar, and that's what we're going to be dealing with through the afternoon. So since this warning is expiring, this is where we hop off of the 13WMAZ website. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye on it here in the 13WMAZ Weather Center, of course, at 5 and 6 tonight, probably still dealing with storms. And we might even see them past 6 into the 10 and 11 o'clock hour. So certainly check back with Chief Meteorologist Ben Jones for that tonight. So like I said, we'll keep an eye on it here in the Weather Center. And as of now, the severe thunderstorm warning is now expiring for Houston and Twiggs County. At 2:15, it has now been replaced with a significant weather advisory for Houston County for 40-mile-an-hour winds. All right, thanks for watching.